Harris, Eric Rushton, and Andy Quirk. Hello, everybody. Elise, what have you been up to during lockdown?
I have been sitting in my house. That's it, really? Trying to get grocery slots.
Right. Yeah, how is that with the online shopping? How close are you to a shop?
I've got one on the 26th of May.
We will update the audience when that happens. Hopefully you'll do a live stream of it. Eric, how are you doing down there?
Yeah, I'm good. I've been spending lockdown getting absolutely ripped. So I'm going to be talking about that, I think.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, well, let's do it. Have you got a home gym at all?
Just getting hench with my own body weight.
Andy, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, I'm all right. I've been walking a lot. There's a lot of hills near me, so I'm up a hill quite a lot. Been exploring nature.
Not too much, I hope, because the audience will call the police on you. We are going to start the show with round one.
Woo!
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round one is called What's in the Box? I'm going to ask our guests what they think is in the box. They'll most likely be wrong, but they have to convince me why their guess was the closest. So we will start with Elise this round. Elise, what do you think is in the box today?
A Dairy Lee cheese slice.
Oh, something edible. That would be nice right about now. I'm quite hungover. I went to a VED party. VED party. A VD party is something completely different.
It's not social distancing.
Yes, we started drinking Prosecco at 5:30, and I'm regretting that choice.
In the morning?
So, no. Imagine though, absolutely imagine. With my elderly neighbours, that would be ridiculous. Talking of drinking in the morning, Eric, what do you think is in the box today?
A recorder, like one of those ones from primary school. I reckon you got one of them in there.
Gosh,
Yeah.
yes. What song did you all learn in primary school? Mine was Frere Jacques.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't get the hang of it, which is bad because that's like the easiest thing you could possibly
Very
do.
much the easiest thing. Andy, what do you think is in the box today?
I think there's a hamster in the box.
A live hamster. We don't have many rules and regulations on this show, but let's find out if any of you are right. Sadly, you're all wrong again.
Oh, no.
Today's item in the box was a coaster from Norway with the Norway flag on it.
Oh.
Norwegian coasters, perfect for your Norwegian liquids
Great.
that you might place upon there. But we're going to go around the room now. Elise, what was your guess again?
A cheese slice.
Cheese slice, Dairy Lee triangle cheese slice. Elise, why is your guess the closest?
It's because it's the same shape. And you can probably eat it if you try hard.
It's not.
Cheese slice.
Oh, a cheese slice. Okay. I might have to review the footage of what you said earlier, but same shape. That's pretty good. Eric, what was your guess again?
Mine was a recorder.
A recorder, yes, the hideous thing that you play when you were young. Eric, why was your guess the closest?
They're sort of both things. I think like a designed coaster like that, they're both things you should sort of grow out of, really, and it's sort of pathetic to own.
Folky people that play folk music. They're grown up.
Oh, folky people. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess they are. Anyway, this coaster is my mum, so I will be passing your feedback along, Eric. Andy Quirk, why was your guess of a real-life hamster the closest than the other guests?
Well, we all know that many hamsters come from Russia, Russian hamsters, and the particular hamster I'm talking about defected quite some time ago now, to be fair. It went through Norway, and it got on that coaster to come across to Britain.
Okay. Oh, it's a sort of mini hamster travel device.
Yes.
I like it, but the wrong type of coaster. You're thinking of a coaster with wheels. The points here are going to have to go to Elise. Her answer was very simple. It is the same shape as a cheese slice. That's the rid of that. That's the end of round one. That's 3 points to Elise. It's time for round two.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round two is called What's in the Shops? I have asked our guests to provide 5 items. They're going to pick one of their items from their own boxes now and assign it to another guest. That other guest will then be transported into the host of a QVC-style home shopping network, and they're going to have to advertise and try and sell this object that they've never seen before. We're going to start with Eric in this round. So, Elise, what object are you going to assign Eric?
Oh, okay then. I'm just gonna get in the box and find something. This balm. It's not quite tiger balm. It's balm.
It's just balm.
What is it? Is there a label? Does it have a name?
It was from Pound Stretches. It says Oriental balm, so it's slightly racist balm.
Where can I put this balm?
Okay.
I don't know. It's you that's selling it. Tell me.
Okay, I'm just asking
Next
the
up
suppliers
on-
the basic questions.
It's a typical
Sorry,
what a
what?
salesman should do. You're very
No,
good.
sorry. I thought you were assigning it to somebody else. That I was giving it to Eric.
I am. I'm assigning it to.
Yeah, no,
I'm assigning it to
yeah.
Eric.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very
Yeah.
confused.
We go live now to Eric on the Home Shopping Network, who's going to sell us some balm. Come on, Eric, sell us the balm.
Right. Is it just to clarify? It's Oriental balm. It says specifically on the.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I don't know how to do this in an. Maybe leave out the Oriental thing because it's just going to get racist, isn't it? But they've had a hard time of it over there. Get the balm.
So, leave out the Orientals, Eric Roy Rushton. That's a quote from him on today's show.
That's exactly it. Well, I can't think of any possible use for balm at the moment, but none of us are doing anything useful with our lives at the moment. So why not buy some balm and shove it on your lips? Shove it. I don't know where this balm's supposed to go, and hopefully you won't get corona. It's protective of corona. That's the main benefit of this balm.
Oh,
That's endorsed by
Okay.
President Trump and his medical team. That the balm, if you ingest it specifically, it will give you immunity to coronavirus.
Topical joke about a topical cream. Very good, Eric. Next up, Eric, you've got an item for Andy to sell. What is the item
Yeah.
from your box?
I'll give him. I've got a tiger. My tiger.
Oh wow!
Specifically.
But the balm that it isn't.
Yeah. Benji the tiger. Yeah.
Okay, Andy, we go live now to QVC where you're hosting the Tiger Hour. Please sell us this tiger.
Okay, so what we've got next is this fantastic item. It's a tiger. It's any kind of tiger you want. I mean, his name is Benji, but he's very flexible. You can be a king. Obviously, that's quite topical, isn't it? So if you want to start abusing tigers in small cages, this is where to start. Very, very cheap, very easy to use. Alternatively, if you're not so much into locking tigers in cages and killing people, then you might want to kill yourself, in which case it's Tony the Tiger, like Frosties, which are really bad for you. We all know bad for your teeth. But not this tiger because he's still got his teeth. So maybe it's all right. Buy a tiger from Tiger.
Buy a tiger. Beautiful words from you, Andy.
Buy a tiger.
You have got an item now that Elise is going to sell us. What is your item, Andy?
I've got my beer box. Hang on. I got a good one. Right. I don't know if you can see this properly. This is a 7-inch single of Arnie and the Terminators, I'll Be Back from 1991.
I really like obscure music. I have never heard that before.
Oh,
that
you
is
should check it out.
beautiful. How does it go, Andy? Sing us a bit. You might win a point. It's
I
not a
may
parody of
be
I'll
so
Be
bad
There,
or
is
a
it?
really nasty hater. I just want to be treated right like any Terminator. If you thought I'd get results, I'd act a whole lot sweeter, but people always respect an Uzi 9mm.
Oh, actually, yeah, we were playing that at the VE Day parade last night. It was beautiful. Andy, so Elise, could you please sell us now this novelty Terminator record?
Do you like 6 inches? Do you like 6 inches of fat? No, it's not fat. It's a disc. It's a disc. I don't know even what accent that is anymore. I am going to go on a little journey across the Europe, for I can't do anymore. And I am going to terminate you because I will be back. Bye, Annie and the Terminators.
My God, that was legitimately scary. I've got points to give away. Eric, I'm giving you 2 points just for the sheer apathy, and that is my type of home shopping network. It's like, buy it if you want. I don't care what you do. It's like, I'm into that. Elise is also getting 2 points. You would have got 3, but I bumped you down 1 for that horrible accent. Andy, you are getting 4 points for that because, yeah, you just listed a bunch of tigers. That's pretty cool. That's the points locked in there. It's time for round 3.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 3 is called the music round. I will get a compilation CD from my collection. The CDs have music and CDs are round. This time it is the essential bands from the NME catalogue. This was released in 2007, and we're going to play a game called I haven't heard from them in a while. The first 9 artists on this CD, right, I'm going to assign to you, and you have to tell me if they have released a song within the last year, right? Some of these are quite surprising. Okay, so we're going to start with Andy for this one. The first track on the CD is Oasis with Lord Don't Slow Me Down. Now, have Oasis released anything in the last year?
Not as Oasis.
So what do you mean not as Oasis?
Not this year. Various members have released things, but not as the band Oasis.
Sadly, Andy, the single Don't Stop, a demo, was found, brothers, and was released under the name Oasis, and that was on April 30th, 2020, like literally 2 weeks ago.
How is
So
that possible?
no point for Andy there. Next up, like I said, some of these are quite surprising. The next track here is Amy Winehouse Valerie. Right, so Elise, has Amy Winehouse released anything in the last 12 months?
I seriously doubt it. Oh, she probably has, but she's not there to benefit, so...
She's not aware that she has.
She's not aware that she has, so I think that's a no.
Okay, you are correct. That is a point. For a bonus point, can you tell me the last time, which year, she released something?
2012?
2017, 5 years after her death, with the single
she's still not
Stronger
aware
Than
of
Me.
that, so, okay.
No, she's not aware. She's not. Maybe it gets her a better headstone or something. Eric, the band on the next CD is Hard-Fi with Suburban Nights. Remember Hard-Fi? Oh, they were like a bunch of chavs that sang. All they sang about was they were huge in I want to say 2006, maybe. All they sang about was getting paid shit money for shit jobs and going out at the weekends. That's what Hard-Fi sang about. But have they released anything in the last year?
I want to say, yeah, I reckon they're the type of band that just keep going. Are they sort of like the Streets type vibe who are still going? But
no, whatever vibe the Streets have, these guys are the opposite.
Oh no. So I'm wrong then.
You'd expect them to have. Yeah, you are incorrect. They haven't released anything in the last year. The last time they released something was Fire in the House in 2011. Now, I don't know if that's the name of the single or what they actually did. We are back to Andy. The next track here is Kaiser Chiefs, The Angry Mob. We are the Angry Mob.
We are the Angry Mob.
Every day. Now, have the Kaiser Chiefs released anything in the last 12 months?
Yes, probably. I think they're still going.
They are still going, and their last single, People Know How to Love Each Other, was released on June the 6th, 2019. So within the last year, that is a point for Andy. Elise, next up, we've got The Killers with Read My Mind. But have The Killers released anything in the last year?
Probably. I'm only vaguely aware of the Killers, but everyone goes, "Oh, I hate the Killers," so they must still be doing something. So otherwise, why would you care?
Who says they hate the Killers?
Yeah, I know. I'm
people on the internet.
Well, some person on the internet would hate anything. So your answer of probably is not good enough. Is it a yes or a no? Yes. Okay. Correct. They released Caution, their latest single, with the bass by Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac. And that was March the 12th, 2020, like literally just a few weeks ago. That is a point for Elise. Back to Eric. If you've never heard of Hard-Fi, you probably haven't heard of this. Kate Nash with Foundation.
Oh, no, Kate Nash. Foundation.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah,
Big
she
Nash
is
fan.
now an actress. She was fantastic in Glow. But has she released anything in the last year?
She goes out with that guy from the Cribs, doesn't she? I reckon, yeah. I reckon she's been on a rap song.
Might have done. I've not listened to it, but it's called Bad Lieutenant, and it was released June 23rd, 2019. So, Eric, that is a full fat point for you. Next up, Andy. We've got one more round of this. Andy, the band is Razorlight. They released a song called Hold On in 2007, but have they released any singles in the past year?
I sincerely hope not. They were the worst. The guy is still probably knocking around, but I don't think his band is.
Johnny Borrell.
Yeah,
It's one of the Johnnies.
it is. But no.
So your answer is no.
I hope not.
Okay. Not only in the last year, but in the last week, they released Burn
what?
Camden Burn. Elise. Oh, one of my favourite bands in the world. Fallout Boy released This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race back in 2007. But have they released anything in the last year?
They're not still together, are they?
Fallout Boy, yeah.
Are they? Oh, all right then, yes.
Yeah.
They kind of
I
came
thought
back.
they'd
didn't
Lake
had a
they?
Effect Kid was there.
Yeah.
No, they didn't fall out. That's just the name of
They
the
didn't
band.
fall out. That's just their name. Yeah, exactly.
Lake Effect Kid was their most recent single. Patrick Stump, the lead singer, has collaborated with other people, but the last thing related from Fallout Boy was August the 23rd, 2018. So that is over the year mark. The last
Have they fallen
song
out?
on this, Eric, The Twang had Either Way. Either way.
Yeah.
You know The Twang? Excellent.
Yeah, I
Have they
know that
released
song.
anything in the last year?
Yeah, I reckon they're pure musicians. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. February 28th, 2020, they released an EP called Amsterdam. So that is a point for Eric. That is the end of that round. It's time for round 4.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 4 involves 2 of our guests playing a little game between themselves and then a little assignment for another guest. But before we can play, can you please pull out an item from your box? So you don't know what the game is, just pull out an item. We're going to go around the room now. Andy, what's your item?
I found this recently. It's amazing for lockdown times. It's instant custard. Just add water.
Elise, what's yours?
This is my mum came into my room the other day and said, "You deserve a medal," and she gave me this, and I thought Jim will fix it or something. But it turns out it's the St. David's Kidney Walk for Life. So apparently I've got this for being nice, having a kidney.
Did you even do a walk?
No, she just said that I deserve it for helping her with the shopping.
Fair do. And Eric, what is your item?
I've got some powdered protein for my getting hench lifestyle.
Okay. So we've got protein, we've got custard, and we've got a medal. So this game is going to be for Eric and Andy. Eric and Andy, can you please use in the next minute find an object in your house that rhymes with your objects in your box? So Eric, you're finding something that rhymes with whey or protein, and Andy, you have to find something that rhymes with custard. I'm going to knock you off the screen. You've got a minute to do so. I will see you in a minute. Whilst they're gone, Elise, you have the power to possibly steal all of their points if you can correctly guess which items they're going to bring back. Now, with Andy and his mustard, his custard even, I'm pretty sure mustard's the only thing that rhymes. But
Really?
do you think he'll play about? Do you think he'll try and be clever?
Well, he could pop a pimple and have pus because he's a bastard. I don't know. Maybe.
So are you going
But
with
probably
mustard?
mustard.
Okay, so
Really?
mustard or pus bastard. Fucking love. What about Eric? What do you think?
Pay. He could have some coins and say it's pay. Blade. Oh my gosh. It's probably some money, and he's going to say pay, I would say, because otherwise I can't think of anything that you'd have in the house.
Okay, right.
Ray from Star Wars.
Fair enough. So whilst you guys were gone trying to find rhyming objects, Elise tried to guess what your objects would be. If she guesses correctly, she gets your points. We're going to start with Eric. You had some whey protein. What did you find in your house that rhymed?
I've gone for sertraline, antidepressants.
Excellent. And I've got
Important-
metazapine. Lovely.
Important things to put into your body, protein and sertraline. So
Yeah, only if you're medicated
Uh-huh.
with it. If a
Yeah.
doctor has to tell you that it's okay to have.
yeah, don't, all part of a healthy and balanced lifestyle.
Of course. Weirdly, nobody in the world guessed that you were going to do that. So that is
Yeah.
3 points to you. Andy, what possible thing did you get that rhymed with custard?
Oh, I wonder what it might have been. I got mustard.
You did, and that is what Elise guessed. So she is getting your points, I'm afraid. We had some pretty good guesses in the audience. We had potentially an album by Busted. That was my dad who suggested that one.
Good one, yeah.
An album by Busted. They only released 4. Bonus point time. What is Busted's 4th album called, and why is it called that?
Is it called We Hate Each Other So We Broke Up?
It's
Do
not.
you just not like music, Elise?
No, that's what they did. They famously did fall out.
They
Yeah.
did, but they got back together. They've had 2 albums
Okay.
since.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
I'll give you the
That was
title.
just like when they grew up. Mm.
The title of Busted's 4th album is Halfway There. But why?
Because they went on a
Fly
run
at
and
the
gave
other-
up.
Because of Bon Jovi or some shit.
Oh, no. Because in the song Year 3000, they say everybody bought our 7th album. So the 4th one is halfway to the 7th album,
It's not.
which will be released in the year 3000. And apparently will outsell Michael Jackson. That's some.
Yeah.
And so we've got Frankie Barton complaining, saying the antidepressant didn't rhyme.
Well, he can't spell rhyme.
I was
I'm
waiting
having
for
that.
Well, I think it did. The way that Eric pronounced the word made it rhyme, and we
Yeah.
can all pronounce words differently.
Way in satirically.
That's I'm not going to be discriminative against people who don't pronounce words. Protein and satyrilene.
Team.
Yeah.
I'm not
Protein.
really into that.
Have you been sat here the last
Oh, I'm
4 minutes
sorry.
thinking, why did Eric get the points?
I missed that. The connection.
It's okay, right. It's time for round 5.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 5 is called 23 seconds. We had to get rid of the quick fire round because I was getting copyright strikes for using Billy Joel background music. I have asked our guests to prepare a specialist subject, and what they will do is they will list as many items as they can from that specialist subject in 23 seconds. I will then count them all up, and we'll see who the winner is at the end. The person in the lead always goes first to, I say always, this is the first time I've done this game. But at the moment in the lead is Elise. So, Elise, what is your specialist subject?
People that have played Doctor in the Doctor Who. In the Doctor Who.
Oh, actors who have played the
Actors who
Doctor,
played the Doctor, yeah.
which since the latest finale is about 600, I believe.
Yeah, it could
So,
be anyone. So I've got a lot of a head start if I can guess.
Elise, you've got 23 seconds to name as many actors who've played the Doctor in Doctor Who, starting now.
Colin Salmon, Joe Martin, Paul McGann, Colin Baker, Tom Baker, Richard E. Grant. He did on the internet. Sorry, I'm wasting time. Matt Smith, David Tennant, William Hartnell, David Bradley, and Jim Broadbent on the comic relief. Yeah. I'm running out already. Oh, hang on.
And
Jim
that is
Broadbent, I'm gonna say
time.
that.
I am going to question Colin Salmon.
Did you not see this? He played Dr. Moon in the Silence in the Library ones, and I was like, "Yeah,
Oh,
the Doctor,
yes.
the Doctor." And everyone's like, "Don't be stupid, Elise." And
Yeah.
it was revealed that
Okay,
he
this-
was.
Right, this is
Ah!
extremely niche. This was revealed in the most recent episode of Doctor Who magazine. If anyone subscribes to that, but yes, it counts as season 4 episode where Stephen Moffat was going to originally make one of the characters the Doctor in a future bit. But yeah, that is fine. That is acceptable for this. Sorry to not make any sense to the rest of you. In second place at the moment is Eric. So Eric, what is your specialist subject?
My specialist subject is things on the menu, things you can buy at Greg's.
Okay. Oh, we missed Greg's, but
I
can
miss it a
Eric
lot.
name as many things? I will start the time. 23 seconds to name as many Greg's items as he can, starting now.
Okay, sausage roll, vegan sausage roll, steak bake, vegan steak bake, chicken bake, chocolate cookie, white chocolate chip cookie, triple chocolate cookie, chocolate chip muffin, triple chocolate muffin, caramel custard donut, latte, Americano, tea, white coffee, hot chocolate, tuna crunch baguette.
Ah, you just got that last one. That is 23 seconds. That's pretty good going. You forgot the Colin salmon. So that's fine. Apparently he counts as anything. And at the moment in third place is Andy Quirk. Andy, what is your specialist subject?
Can I still do it to the tune even without the music? Because I've practiced it and everything.
Oh no, you're one of the people the reason why I don't do this round anymore. But Andy, fair enough, you can sing whatever you want, but let me know what is your specialist subject?
Britpop bands.
Britpop bands? Oh, I just had a CD of them. Andy Quirk naming as many Britpop bands as he can in 23 seconds, starting now.
Blur, Oasis, Marianne, Echo Belly, Silver Sun, Sleeper, Powder, Reef and G, Biss, Ocean Colour, Scene, Republica, Kaniki, Pulp, Boo, Rad, Leave the Audience, Northern Uproar, Shed, Seven, Drugstore, Bennett Ash, Sweden Dweeb, My Life Story, Placebo, Kingmaker and Cooler Shaker. That's it. And Razorlight.
Oh, amazing. Oh, that was worth it just for that final second there. That was beautiful. Right, I'm going to tally up the final scores now. We've got the final scores. Everyone scored in the 20s, which is absolutely amazing. That never happens in What's in the Box. In third place with 21 points. He said it was all about the points, but he only got 21. It's Eric Rushton.
Thank you.
Commiserations. But whilst you're here, is there anything that you would like to plug?
Just follow me on Facebook if possible and Twitter. So it's Eric Rushton on Facebook and at Eric Rushton 96 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, it's a shame that the other 95 Eric Rushtons got the name before you. But that was Eric Rushton, everyone. In second place with 20... Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was actually Elise that came third with 21 points.
Yes. Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Sorry,
about Doctor Who. Drove me back.
Your names look so familiar, but Elise, third place with 21 points. Elise, have you got anything that you'd like to plug? Sorry for that twist ending.
Oh yeah, just everything. I'm just Elise Harris everywhere. Just look for Elise Harris. There's other people that are called Elise Harris, so don't get me confused with them. But mostly it's me. Not always.
Okay. You could have listed people named Elise Harris as your specialist subject.
I should have done.
In second place with 24 points, not 21. Who would say he had 21 points? That sort of thing. Is Eric Rushton. Very well done, Eric. But the winner today with 29 points is Andy Quirk. Well done, Andy. Is there anything that you would like to plug, Andy?
Oh, I will put this on my next Edinburgh flyer, by the way. That's my award. What am I going to plug? Just andyquirk.co.uk, because that has links to all my Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And Anything Goes Open Mic, which is the online open mic that I host and put out every couple of weeks. Go and find that on Facebook. Excellent.
All links will be in the description below. One more time. My guests today were Elise Harris, Eric Rushton, Andy Quirk. I've been Frizz Frizzle. Now, can everyone please wave at the camera whilst the credits roll?